Good afternoon, folks. What could I possibly... Oh, there you go. Good afternoon. Very quiet day. I'm doing some work on my home. Deep cleaning, and I'm going to paint a little bit. So I thought I'd take a break. Get out for a couple of hours. And I accepted one offer. All the rest wanted me to drive a ridiculous distance, far, for $11, for $10. I'm like, if it was regular and there was no traffic, that would take over an hour. So I said no. I said, thank God. I know I'm working a few days this week, and that doesn't change. I still work part-time. I'm just happy that I don't have to drive all day just to earn a little bit of money. They want you to drive 20 miles and use all your gas and your time. Unbelievable. They offer enough money. Well, oh, thank you, Mom. We're texting each other. I agree. If you're willing to pay me $25, I would do that. They wanted to send me to, past Elmont. I think it's Hillside, Rosewell. That's kind of far. I'm in Merrick, Belmore. Then they wanted to send me to Long Beach for, 9 and change. No. So I know there's always good days and bad days. I know there's got to be offers around here. So the third one I took, it was just South Hempstead, KFC. But I shut off the app and I drove back to this area because I just took a walk to stretch out. Oh God. Bad weather, including tornadoes this morning here. Oh, really? I'm very sorry to hear that, David R. And I guess Bobby T knows that's going on, unless you're in a completely different area. Garbage offers, absolutely. Yes, garbage offers. I'd rather just stay local and make $5 or $6, like go around the block. That's okay. Not every day is slam dunk. I've had many slam dunk days, but not in the past. Ever since I said it out loud that one Friday. Not the same in my area. That was 3 Fridays ago. I thought it was going to be a slam dunk. Not even close. Oh, wow. My mother wrote, no line at Best Market if you need anything. Hey, I just shopped. I went there the other day. I would text her back, but we were already talking. I'll touch base later. It's so rare. She's letting me know there's no line. But I pulled up the other day. There was no line. By the time I got out of my car, made sure I had my mask on, made sure I had a wet wipe and a paper towel to wipe down the cart, made sure I had my bags, made sure I had my phone, because you're going to wait online when you get in there. By the time I got up to the store, there was at least 12 people online. But meanwhile, I pulled up and there were no people online. That's how it is, guys. It's like, oh my God. Oh boy. I feel like these apps aren't limiting the miles from the customers. And half the places aren't open, so there's less opportunity. Saturday night, I did make a few bucks. I did earn a few dollars. But, it was like pulling teeth, and they sent me way past my home. If it wasn't for that double pickup, almost $30, it was $27, I would have said no. And of course, there were 2 apartment buildings, and I had to park down the street and how to get into the building. And they don't want you in the buildings unless you have a mask on, because every building, the buildings I've been in, the buildings that take care of their property have signs up all over the place because it's clean and they want to keep it that way. It's not run down, the good buildings. So they don't want you in their building unless you have a mask on. There's a lot. And I had to go back to the car and I had to grab my mask because I didn't have it on. Makes everything a lot harder. Then I had to use the bathrooms, had to call it a night. You guys get it. We're living it. So I'll do a few deliveries during the week. I'll get out there tomorrow. I'm going to head home now and just continue what I'm doing. It's meant to be. Maybe do some shopping online. It's time. And apply to the Shipt. I'm going to check that out. I am going to check that out. I opened up a Ally account, guys. They're giving 1.60 average on savings accounts. You're allowed to make 6 transactions per statement, per each statement time. And I learned that from watching videos. Any little money I earn from these odd apps and I get paid through PayPal, I'm just going to stick it in that account and leave it there for my future. So that's good to tell you. That's really good to tell you. I have a couple of things I want to tell you. Hard to believe I went live last night. Got hit hard. Not too bad here in Middle Georgia. Oh, no kidding. I'm sorry to hear that. I just listened to the governor here, and I just got more. They're not going to open up, and I watched for like an hour. I had it on in the background. What's going on in Pennsylvania? They want them to open. They're claiming it's not right. They're comparing the statistics to the flu and what happened in the Depression and the Swan flu, and they're like, we're going broke, and you're not letting us open. You're hurting us, and they're saying the elite is taken care of, and you're hurting the little people even more. And I happen to agree with them. I mean, it's really hitting the East Coast really hard now. It's hurting. People are losing their minds, and they're not having any money come in. And the unemployment's not even helping them. No money's coming in. They'll get it, but they need it now. They don't need it in July. These people have bills to pay. And I just watched a video about people. They're talking about rents and how that they don't have to pay rents and the mortgages. But then later on, this is gonna create such a mess for the next 2 or 3 years. What's going down? It's so bad. So grateful I'm working just part-time and doing my thing. Nothing changed, but for a lot of people, it's really changed. I wish I could be a little more open shopping, but that's a minor inconvenience compared to what many people are going through. All over the Southeast, it's crazy. Are you all okay? Wow. Was hit hard like... Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that, guys. I didn't hear any of that. I was watching other stuff. There's so much stuff going on. Panda Express is slamming with orders. But you told me that. Panda Express... It didn't ring me here. Every place is different. Okay, let's talk about unemployment. I did want to mention this. I filled out the PUA at least 2 weeks ago. I forget the exact date. But it's been 2 weeks. And it was when you sign into the New York labor.newyork.gov website. On the side, there's something to do with families and children. There's forms, and then something else, and then they added the PUA. So I clicked it and I uploaded my information. I signed in today to see, maybe does someone look at my application, at least the ball rolling, some kind of message in my inbox. When you get to receive the messages in your account, nothing. And the link's gone. My application's up there. But the link to the application and the labor.newyork.gov website is gone. So I don't know if that's an indication that they're telling me, okay, we took it off your platform, your account, because you filled it out. Or they don't know what the hell they're doing. Last week, they said it on the news. You don't have to file for traditional unemployment to apply to the PUA. And they said it on the local news. Nobody knows what's going on. Very, very sad. So I truly believe, I really do believe we're not gonna be messed up or screwed. I just feel we're not gonna see any money for a long time. And it's cruel. I was watching what's going on in Pennsylvania. They're pissed. They're like, we want our jobs. We want you to open up. How dare you? And civil rights come into play, and they're pissed off. They're like, we want to work. You're making us go more broke. You're hurting us. And they're right. Not everybody's getting really sick. You know, it's good to be cautious, but you can't punish everyone. You know, I understand. I happen to agree with them. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for a lot of people that weren't prepared. My life didn't change too much. A little more isolating, but I was still, I was at that stage working part-time, working online. I was ready to go shopping and they closed everything down. I mean, I have to shop online. I can't walk around in clothes. I gutted out my world and they closed all the stores. I can't, you know, good thing I still have a few pairs of nice leggings, sneakers, the kind of job I'd be working at, a few nice tops. I mean, I have like 30 pieces of clothing for 4 seasons. I gutted out my home. And they closed all the stores up. It's ridiculous. I'm still waiting for my unemployment. I still hasn't heard anything about unemployment. Well, New York's in there too, because I was like, where's the link? Don't tell me they changed their mind again. My money is there. I just have to get my card to get my money. Oh, some people got a debit card. Where for me, I believe I have to apply online, recertify. Once they approve me, I need to be approved. They have to put my application through. No one's done that yet. Or overwhelmed with unemployment, not just Florida. Absolutely. There are a lot of people that need to work. Oh, I kept it on for like an hour. I was like, I didn't realize they were doing that in Pennsylvania. That's really sad. I mean, they were slamming. A lot of people there pissed off. You know, you're forcing people to go more broke. Not everybody was in a great, solid financial position, you know? And they were making ends meet. At least they owned their home. At least they had their job. They have their retirement, you know, working for them while they're working. And they just was told to stop. Of course they're worried. You know, their life is in that home. They said a lot of stuff. So I want you to know about that. The PUA in New York, labor.newyork.gov. Link's not even there anymore. What I spoke about last night about my computers, this is good for everyone to know. My webcams, the webcams installed on my computers. My desktop, which is 8 years old, but I can still use it for so many other things. And my laptop, which is 5 years old. The webcams are not compatible with Chrome. I use Chrome 10 or Mozilla Firefox 15. I even tried it through Safari. It didn't work. It's not compatible. That's why encoders are going to come into play now for a lot of people, because in order to go live with the webcam, you have to have the encoder format the digital signal properly so it can upload live stream on YouTube. Just so you know that. I can still record videos, edit, create a great video, which I plan on doing, and upload it, but live on those 2 devices are no longer, unless I get an encoder, and I'm not paying extra money for something when I could use a phone or the iPad that I have. Yes, they're protesting to reopen. They're pissed. They're tired. They're every day they're going more broke. I don't blame them at all for protesting. How dare? I mean, and they were saying the wealthy are very comfortable. You're making the working class man more poor than they were before. But they were saying it with the right terminology and words. And I happen to agree with them. At this point, not everybody's that sick. There are places that can work. There are a lot of jobs that can be done. They're working on Merrick Road here from almost the whole town. The sidewalks, they're putting in pipes. The workers are not on top of each other. At least they're working. They're doing the roads. They've been working on it for a while, but they took it a step further because there aren't that many people on the road. All the way uptown where those people are working. And then people who really need the help, they're not receiving any money yet. I heard a lot of people didn't even receive their $1,200 stimulus or their $2,400 stimulus check. And you're expecting them to survive. Well, they're using their credit cards. They don't have any more money. Their money's in their home. You know, it's very sad. They are desperate humans looking to feed their families. Universal basic income should be implemented already. Oh, yep. Why haven't they received it yet? Yep. Nass, New York, 89. Thank you. That's well said. You hear what she said? They are desperate humans looking to feed their families. Universal basic income should have been implemented already. Absolutely. They have never had this amount of people applying for unemployment all at once. Well, they can prevent that if they open up some places that don't have to be totally closed down. They don't. They should have seen this coming months ago to not overburden the system. I feel, just my opinion, I feel someone knew about this before the president did. I just have a gut feeling. I feel that, like, because it came from another part of the world, somebody knew this was going to cause global damage. And they waited until they really had to say something in the hopes of that it wouldn't be as bad as they thought it would turn out to be. And it's still gonna cause weeks of damage here. They're not opening up here. They're still butting heads. Well, I'm a food delivery person. I don't want to drive 20 miles to earn $10. I'm so grateful I stayed on top of the industry and that I got a part-time gig doing something else at a store that's going to be empty. I'm going to wear a mask. There won't be anybody in that store. At least I have some gigs coming up. Because right now in my area, unless you want to work for free, there are people saying, what are you complaining about? I earned, $1,500. I earned $2,000. But did you work 80 hours a week for that? Did you spend $120 worth of gas? How many miles did you drive? How many hours did you work for that money? Remember, you got to pay taxes on that. Who should have to do that? Nobody. Nobody should have to do that. You want to drive 14 hours a day, and not everyone wants to do that. They're not opening up the same way as before. A lot of these jobs are gone for a while or forever. Yep. I was listening to something local, and they're talking about July. They canceled major events in June. Like, are you serious? So I'm going to adjust. I really have to, because if something comes up, if I'm lucky, and I need to have a wardrobe, and that's a minor inconvenience compared to what other people were going through. But I was also working in the background to have a plan B and C if something ever happened to the economy. And I'm not the richest, but I'm not the poorest. You know what I mean, guys? I still have choices. I still have options. Not many people do. Oh, yeah, they've already been sneaky. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, are they expecting me to go to Queens? That's past Elmont. I believe it was because it cut off. And I saw on the map that the line went way past Elmont. I'm like, what? For $11? Are you out of your goddamn mind? No, I'm not accepting that. Then they sent me another one. And then they sent me a third one. It was longer. I can't remember what the second one was, but I went, I'm not doing that. It was all the way to Long Beach, and I'm in Merrick. And they wanted me to pick up in Baldwin North and drive all the way for $10. Like, no. Grubhub never rang. I had it on. So I thought after this walk, I'm going to head home now and keep busy. I got stuff to do, and I am working the second half of the week. I'll hopefully get a few deliveries tomorrow. Every day isn't a slam dunk, but today was really bad. I was like, they want people to work for free. Get lost. I'm not doing that. If I have to, I'll go out tomorrow night, like work the evening from like 4 to 8. It seems like that's a more of a shoo-in to earn fair pay for your time. If that's what I got to do. I feel people who really relied on this, rideshare people, they lost their jobs. And that's probably why the delivery people are slow, because people that did rideshare and enjoyed it, they liked their jobs, jumped on to deliveries. There was one more thing. Oh, YouTube and Amazon. If you are a creator, which many of us are, they lowered the commissions. Amazon calls it commission fee. YouTube, you earn AdSense revenue. I saw a decrease in my revenue, and I thought it would be higher. And I took a look at the statistics, which I rarely do. It's average, and if the money goes up a little bit each month, I'm happy. I would rather study and learn something new instead of looking at statistics all the time, overly analyzing things, because that slows production down. They're lowering commissions too. They're making it harder for creators like us to generate residual income. Just so you know, guys. It's coming from every angle. Amazon, I heard, want to wipe out the affiliate. That many people would buy products on Amazon and use the product because they really wanted it and produce YouTube videos. And that's how they build their business. And they're earning $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. They took a half a cut. That's a half a hit. Now, for me, I only earned a little money with Amazon, and I was getting there with the native ads, but they're making it harder. But that's why I'm a true believer in share a sale, commission junction. I got used to, because smaller companies go to third-party publisher programs. They should pay us. Somebody else said that. I was listening to a video. I think I listened to Pete this morning. I was up very early. And he was reading an email. And maybe it was just a little while ago. And someone reached out to him, one of his followers, and said, they should be paying us more. They're paying us less. They're not giving us any perks. On top of half the places not opening anymore. The opportunities are not as flourished as they were. Into red state with everything becoming independent contractors. I don't feel everything's becoming an independent contractor. Maybe our kind of jobs. What about the medical field? Doctors, nurses, any kind of medical they get. Construction, they're not independent. Well, maybe some are. I don't feel everybody's an independent contractor. But we do pay our way, and we do put the money back into the economy. But if you can't earn money, then we can't put the money back into the economy. Right? There's nothing wrong with being an independent. But I don't feel everybody goes down that route. Made $8 billion last month while sick Amazon workers get 2-week non-paid vacation. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about him too. Well, you can't put the guy down for being successful. He did have a vision. He was a futurist, and he followed his dream, and he created it. He worked hard for it. But now little people are being used more. But it's also a choice. I mean, when it's working for you and everything's going all smooth, you love it. Makes life easier. Freedom. Still earning money, could raise your family, could pay your bills, could save money. It is pretty good. But you should have a plan B, and you should have a plan C. Everybody should. Everyone. They always say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, as the saying goes. Well, you can't punish someone for having a backup plan and taking care of themselves, right? But I hear you. I understand what you're saying. Who do pay tax? Well, they are. They're going to start doing it now. They're being forced to with the new world. That was a big topic when this first went down, and the companies stepping in. Well, they're going to get their bailouts, and they're going to pay into the system. They have to. They got away with it for a while, but that's people not paying attention to what's going on in the economy. You know, higher authorities let that happen. If someone's allowed to do it, some people will do it. And a lot of people used it when it's all rosy. Whole country, I get it. But you're right, I heard that about Amazon. So Amazon affiliate program is not paying the way it did because they don't need us anymore. And they need drivers, they need warehouse people. They need people in the offices doing the data, doing the ordering and processing. I'm sure there are more office jobs that I'm not even aware of. So if you're in this industry, guys, you've taken a hit. That's for sure. I want to thank you guys for hanging in there. PT to give it to other employees without any. So greedy. Whole Foods wanted their employees with PTO. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. To give it to other employees. Part-time overtime? Like, wanted their employees with PTO. Pay time off. To give it to other employees without any. They want them to split it. Whole Foods wanted their employees with pay time off. To give it to other employees without any. They want them to share it so they don't have to do the right thing and step up to the plate and pay and take care of the people that make them a lot of money every day. Got it. Wow. That's why you need a backup plan. That's why you got to take care of yourself. You know, compared to 2 years ago, I have assets earning me money every day. A little bit of money every day. It makes your life a little bit easier over time. It does, guys. But I've been saying that for years. I'm just finally getting there. Diversify. Diversify. I have a lot of little things going on, but every day they earn me a little bit of money. Well, over time, all of a sudden, you start to feel the less stress, the less worry about money. Still got to work. And still want to do something too. I just, for now, this is what I like doing. Pay time off. Thank you, Bobby. Paying their employees. It's owned by Amazon. Got it. Got it. I've heard that. For work at home. Really? Amazon is hiring a lot for work at home? Doing what? Like office work? It's getting chilly now. Customer service phones. Well, when I opened up my Ally account last night, guys, they're giving 1.60% interest rate on their regular savings account. You could do 6 transactions per statement, which is each month. And I called up. And when I called, I just wanted to confirm what I read because I was a little nervous. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I said, well, it's time to create another stream of my money is working for me more instead of me always working for my money. That's just part of expanding. And when I called, the recording said our customer service people are home. Please give us a few more moments to get you through to the right line. And if you happen to hear a dog or a baby in the background, please understand that our customer service reps are working remotely from home. Don't get upset. Don't get angry because they're doing the best they can. To get someone on the phone to answer your questions and to help you, assist you, is better than not getting someone on the phone to help and assist you. And that's what the recording said. please take into consideration that our employees are home working remotely. If you happen to hear an animal or a child in the background, be sympathetic and be grateful you got someone on the phone. Just in a different way they said it. Might just stay with people working from home. If they could let people work from home remotely and downsize their main hubs, I'm sure huge companies need a hub. They need a storefront. I would think they do. You know, many of them. You can't punish them for changing with the times. You know, you really have to. It matters having a backup plan. It matters having your money work for you in the background. And you have to take baby steps. Baby steps. Hey, that app, that Get Upside app, you'll see it in the description below. Every day I earn a little income from that. And every time I get gas, I save dollars. I updated that page on my website, guys, MyIncomeJob.com this morning. All fresh content. It's Cashback Get Upside app, if you want to check it out. And I made it ADA compliant. It took me 2.5 hours to redo that, but I needed a lot of time. I took 2 crappy pages and I turned it into 1. But that website earns me a little money too. See, AdSense ads, YouTube partnership program, and the AdSense ads are combined into one account. You know, so yeah, YouTube is paying a little less, but I've been working harder in the background to produce quality, to generate more income with the AdSense ads around content. They're connected, you know. That's good to know, guys, if you want to go down that route. Stay home. So, but you would really have to know your job if you do the customer service at home, right? And some people are very good on the phone. And I'm sure that's a very hard job, understanding all different kind of languages, accents, connection. I'm sure there's a lot of, you know, not everybody's very silent in the background, speaking clearly into their phone. Customer service is hard on all different levels. I just did it more of a physical labor customer service most of my life. In person, customer service. Customer service is hard. Well, thanks for chit-chatting, guys. Those are the things I wanted to share with you, give you an insight, more of an insight. Like, every area is different. Some people are making bank. That woman, Aranka, she keeps telling me how great she's doing. But I believe she lives in Carolina, so Georgia's pretty close to that. Every market is different, everyone. So you got to go with the flow. Thanks for joining in. I'm going to head back home and continue doing what I'm doing. And if you got to work, I hope you earn a lot of money. You know, and don't have to drive 25 miles to earn $10. I just refuse to do it. You know? Okay, guys. Thanks again. I'll be listening. When I get home, I'm going to put YouTube channels on. That's what I do in the background. I listen. And hopefully the world will be open again. Can't stay like this for much longer. It's already caused major damage. All right, guys, it was a real pleasure. You have a good one. Thanks for joining in. Check out all the channels, and I'll be around. Have a good one. Bye, guys. Thanks for the likes. I see. Any likes are appreciated. Have a good one. Bye, guys.